Imagine if I told you that there are secrets about women that can change the way you relate to them. Yes, it's like having a secret map to better understand what goes on in their minds. And the best part? These secrets can be used to your advantage, like a kind of superpower in interactions. So get ready to embark on a fascinating journey as we discover together 12 incredible psychological facts about women that you probably never imagined. And the coolest part? You'll learn how to use this knowledge to become even more confident and skillful in your relationships. So hold on tight and let's explore this unknown territory together. Psychological fact number 1. Women will never come out and directly say they want to be with you, even if they're super interested. They have an incredible ability to hide what they feel. That's why we need to pay close attention to the signals they give, like looks, smiles, and gestures, to understand when they're interested. They do this because they don't want to be the first to show interest. They fear looking like they're chasing. So, even if they're crazy about you, they'll make it seem like you're more interested, because they prefer you to take the initiative. Therefore, stay alert and observe their body language closely to know when it's the right time to approach. Psychological fact number 2. Sometimes, a woman might like someone else, even while in a relationship with you. If she sees you only as someone who helps with material things like paying bills, buying gifts, or solving problems, it can be a sign that she has classified you as a ye provider, that is, a beta male. In that case, she may not see you with eyes of love, but rather with practical and materialistic eyes. She will never tell you directly, but if you're just a provider, she'll end up looking for another man who truly attracts her and makes her feel genuine emotions and true love. This means that even if she's with you, she might be interested in another guy who sparks genuine feelings in her. So, it's important to be attentive to perceive if she sees you as someone special and loved, or just as someone who meets her material needs. After all, no one wants to be just a provider. We want to be loved and desired for who we are. Therefore, observe how she treats you and look for signs that she values you for who you are, and not just for what you can offer materially. Psychological fact number 3. Women can have male friends, but this can be complicated. They will try to hide it from you, saying that the friend is totally harmless and there's nothing to worry about. However, the truth is that many men tend to be interested in any woman who is around. So, that friend who seems harmless may just be waiting for the right moment to take advantage of a situation where she is vulnerable or emotionally affected. That's why it's important to be attentive. If you notice that she has a friend who is always around, stay alert. The friend may seem innocent, but he may be waiting for the opportunity to get closer to her. Even if she doesn't have bad intentions, the friend might. So, talk to her about your feelings and concerns openly and honestly, so both of you can better understand the limits and trust in the relationship. Psychological fact number 4. Women care a lot about their emotions and can risk everything to feel them. When a woman is with a man who gives her everything she needs in terms of material things like a house, food, and gifts, but doesn't satisfy her emotionally, she may start looking for another man who makes her feel loved and emotionally fulfilled. This means that even if she has a comfortable life with you, if she isn't emotionally happy, she may look for someone who makes her feel special and valued. It's important to understand that emotional needs are as important as material ones. Therefore, besides providing, it's essential to show affection, attention, and understanding to keep the relationship strong and happy. If you notice she's distant or unsatisfied, talk to her to find out how you can improve the emotional connection between you. Psychological fact number 5. Women classify men into different types: alpha, beta, and delta. The alpha male is the one who is strong, independent, and doesn't depend on anyone to be happy. He usually has big goals in life and works hard to achieve them, putting his own fulfillment first. The beta male is more flexible and can be devoted to a single woman. He adapts to her projects and desires, always seeking to please her and make her happy. This type of man tends to follow the partner's wishes and often puts her needs above his own. Lastly, the delta male is more sentimental and emotional. He is capable of offering the woman sensations and emotions that make her feel loved and special. This type of man is very attentive to the partner's emotional needs and always seeks to be present to offer support and affection. Each type of man has its unique and attractive characteristics for women, and it's important to understand which category you fall into and how this can influence your relationship with them. Psychological fact number 6. Sometimes, women decide to distance themselves from someone without the other person noticing. Even continuing to interact as before, they may have emotionally distanced themselves. This means that even if they are physically present, a woman can be emotionally distant. She may continue to act normally, talking, going out, and doing things together, but something inside her has changed, and she no longer feels the same emotional connection as before. This behavior can be hard to identify, but it's important to be attentive to signs that something is wrong. If you feel she's distant or acting differently, it's important to talk openly about your feelings and concerns. Honest communication is essential to maintaining a healthy and strong relationship. Psychological fact number 7. Women are more attracted to a man when they perceive that other women also desire him. This happens because they have a competition instinct and tend to value more what is disputed by others. When a woman doesn't feel competition from other women for you, she may lose interest, as this can make her think that you're not that desirable or valuable. On the other hand, if she perceives that other women are interested in you, this can spark her interest and make her want to compete for your attention and affection. It's important to remember that this doesn't mean you should try to make other women interested in you on purpose. The most important thing is to be authentic and genuine in your relationships, as women value sincerity and confidence. Psychological fact number 8. Women often fear being publicly exposed in their relationships. If she doesn't consider you very attractive in the eyes of others, she's likely to prefer to keep the relationship discreet until she's sure of what others think of you. This happens because she doesn't want people to have a bad impression of her for being with someone who is not considered very attractive by society. She may prefer to wait to see how others react to the relationship before making it public. It's important to understand that everyone has their own concerns and insecurities about how they're seen by others. If you're worried about how she handles the relationship in public, it's important to talk openly and honestly about your feelings and concerns to better understand her motivations and find a solution that works for both. Psychological fact number 9. Women have a peculiar way of expressing what they desire. Instead of saying it directly, they prefer to use gestures and signals to convey their wishes, hoping that you understand and fulfill them without them having to ask explicitly. It's like they create a guessing game where you need to decipher their unspoken cues. For example, if she wants a hug, she might subtly move closer to you or tilt her head in your direction. Instead of saying, hug me, as she expects you to perceive these signals and naturally wrap her in your arms. Understanding this dynamic can strengthen the connection between you, showing that you are attentive to her needs and willing to satisfy them without being asked. However, remember that open and honest communication remains fundamental in any relationship, so don't hesitate to ask if you need more clarity about what she wants. Psychological fact number 10. As contradictory as it may seem, many women are attracted to womanizers. Although they know this can affect them emotionally, the idea of being with someone who is desired by other women is irresistible to many of them. This attraction can be attributed to various reasons, such as the challenge of conquering someone disputed, the feeling of being chosen among several options, or even the belief that a man with many women around him is more desirable and valuable. However, it is important to highlight that this preference can vary from woman to woman, and not all will be attracted to womanizers. Additionally, although this dynamic can be exciting at first, it can cause emotional suffering in the long run. Therefore, it is essential that both establish clear boundaries and practice open and honest communication to ensure that the relationship is healthy and satisfying for both. Psychological fact number 11. Women are attracted to daring men, those who know how to be bold in just the right measure without crossing the lines of respect. Being daring doesn't mean being rude or disrespectful. It means showing confidence, assertiveness, and a touch of audacity. A man who knows how to joke, make lighthearted comments, and even provoke lightly can capture the interest of women. This quality is attractive because it shows that the man is self-confident and unafraid to express himself. However, it is important to remember that every woman is unique and may have different preferences regarding the level of boldness that attracts her. Therefore, it is essential to observe and respect the individual limits and preferences of each person. Psychological fact number 12. Women can fall in love with a man's scent. Choosing an attractive fragrance can give men a significant advantage when it comes to winning a woman's heart. Studies show that smell plays a powerful role in sexual and emotional attraction. Women are especially sensitive to odors and can feel attracted to men who emit pleasant fragrances. When choosing a fragrance, it is important to find something that suits your own body chemistry and conveys confidence and masculinity. A pleasant fragrance can not only increase your attractiveness in the eyes of women but also leave a lasting and memorable impression. So, after exploring these 12 incredible psychological facts about women, it's time to put this knowledge into practice. Always be attentive to the signals and needs of the women around you. Be sensitive, respectful, and genuine in your interactions. But above all, remember that every woman is unique, so be open to learning and adapting to different personalities and preferences. With empathy and understanding, you can build healthier and more meaningful relationships. And now, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, please subscribe to the channel and give it a like. This helps us continue creating interesting and informative content for you. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.